10 facts you probably didn't know about Canada.
Here is a question. Who wants a road trip from one ocean to the other? Hop on for a ride across Canada for some facts. 1. Canada has one of the longest highways in the world. Traveling all the way from the Atlantic to the Pacific Ocean, the Trans-Canada Highway is most definitely one of the world's longest highways. At 4,860 miles long, there's a lot of scope for road trips along this epic highway. To give it a number, it's actually the fourth longest in the world. 2. Did you know the most powerful part of Niagara Falls is in Canada? Though you can see Niagara Falls from both parts of the border, the Horseshoe Falls, which is the most powerful falls, is in the Canadian section. Approximately 90% of the water that flows over the falls from the Niagara River crashes down the Horseshoe Falls. The U.S. side comprises the American Falls and Bridal Veil Falls, where the other 10% flows. Number 3. Canada also has the longest international border. This giant country's only land neighbor is the United States, and since they're both pretty big, you can expect that border to be big, too. It's the longest border between two countries, the southern border, at a very long 5,525 miles. Well, you probably knew this one. Here is something you didn't know. 4. Canada only officially became independent from Britain in 1982. Although Canada Day celebrates semi-independence from Britain in 1867. Back then, the British North America Act of 1867 made Canada a federal dominion, with more autonomy than it had previously enjoyed. Not many people know this fact about Canada, but it was actually still legally dependent on the UK until 1982. Part of this meant that the British Parliament could vote to amend Canada's constitution. If they wanted to, anyway. The Canadian Parliament requested in 1982 that Canada be allowed to control its own destiny, and voila, full autonomy of Canada. 5. We all know Canada's national animal is beaver, which was made official in 1975. But did you know there was actually a war back in 17th century, called the Beaver Wars? No, really, there was. But despite the name, it was a pretty brutal conflict and is considered one of the most bloody in North American history. Basically, in the 17th century, the Iroquois wanted to dominate the fur trade in the region and enlisted the help of England. Rival nations sought the help of France. The result? Bloodshed that ended in a stalemate. Too serious, huh? Let's have some fun then. You might want to run for a quick bath for this next one. Number 6. Did you know smelling bad is illegal in Canada? Anyone offending a public place with an offending smell could face 2 years in jail. This is one of those Canadian facts that I can totally get on board with. 7. We all know Canadians are known to be more polite and respectful. In fact, Canadians apologize so much. Canada passed the Apology Act, meaning, you express sympathy or regret. It does not, in law, constitute an express or implied admission of fault or liability by the person in connection with that matter. But it doesn't mean an expression of sympathy or regret. If you are planning on visiting Canada for an extended period of time, chances are you'll be going home apologizing too. 8. Canada has a different Thanksgiving to the United States. That's right. Not all Thanksgivings are the same. Instead of sometime in late November, like in America, Canada celebrates Thanksgiving in the middle of October. They also eat different dishes in Canada compared to the USA. Number 9. Quebec is the only walled city in North America. A little known fact about Canada is that it boasts the continent's only walled city, north of Mexico, that is. But yes, Quebec's city walls were built in the 17th century. Then when British forces captured the city, they made the walls even better. They're pretty well preserved and today are a UNESCO World Heritage Site. 10. We all know maple leaf has been a symbol of Canada from a long time, but did you know, Canada produces 80% of the world's maple syrup? Out of which, more than 77% of the world's maple syrup is manufactured in Quebec. Wow! That was a nice trip across Canada. Did you have fun learning today? Don't forget to give this video a like and share it with your friends. Do subscribe to the channel for more such amazing videos.